To Chrome update or not to Chrome update? That is the question. Let's get into it. Welcome back in, ERB sports fans, to another video. In this video, we're going to talk about Topps Chrome update, the print run, the sales dollars, MLB debut patches, everything. Let's go ahead and get into this. I did another old school breakdown. You know how I am. One of these days, I'll actually put in the time to actually have a screen so it's easier to follow along. But I don't know, some people like the old school. I do. I like seeing paper in front of me. I like old-fashioned paper and pen. This is printed on nice quality paper. Topps Chrome update, the print run. We've got 4 different formats from what I looked at the website for odds. We got blaster boxes, hobby boxes, breaker delight boxes, and jumbo boxes. Blaster boxes, I wanted to know how many of those were printed. So the first thing I had to figure out, is there any parallel that's exclusive to blaster boxes? It was the green wave, 1 in every 76 packs. You guys can see that. Hopefully you can. 1 in every 76 packs, 220 card checklist. You get the number of parallels, about 22,000 times 76, 1.7-ish million packs. Yielding divided by 7, 236,468 boxes. And they're $35 a pop right now on Fanatics. They did a product drop, which I kind of laughed at, for a total of $8.3 million in potential sales. Now, that's assuming they sold out. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of hobby dollars for anyone to stomach in 2023 right now at the current juncture. But that's not all. That's I would say overall for blaster boxes, that's a modest print run. Not a crazy amount. I think we saw close to 500,000 for regular Topps Chrome, so it's about half. Hobby boxes, though, estimation could be done based on the green exclusive, not green wave, the green, which is 1 in every 114 packs. Total number of parallels is the same, almost 22,000. 22,000 times 114, you get 2.48 million packs. Divided by 24 packs per box, you get 103,450, roughly, hobby boxes. Hobby boxes right now, as of the making of this video, are $139 a piece on the Topps website or Fanatics, yielding a sales dollar amount of almost $14.5 million. Say that. I'm sorry. Say that, Austin Powers. Maybe I'll edit the video there. We'll see. Breaker Delight boxes. Now, they came out with these in regular Topps Chrome, and they were sort of a hit, but I don't know. I'm not really sure I like these. I feel like it kind of takes away from some of the luster of the hobby experience when it's just solely catering to breakers that can break on Fanatics Live, whatnot, you name it. They're out there everywhere, you know, YouTube, Striker, Jabs, whomever. To me, I don't really like this format. I just feel like it sets a bad precedent going forward. And I was curious, how many Breaker Delight boxes did they make? Well, there is one product that appeared to be exclusive to the Breaker Delight boxes. It was the Youthquake cards, which has a 50 card checklist. Gold's numbered to 50. So you get 2,500 parallels. There were 1 in every 26 breaker boxes, yielding 65,000 breaker boxes. So $18 million in sales, because I think the last time I checked, these are $279 a piece, roughly. So if you think about it, you took the blasters and the hobby boxes and add them together, you're over the Breaker Delight boxes, but they're putting the vast majority of the dollars in the Breaker Delight boxes in terms of like the overall volume. Now, you add these 3 up and then compare it to that, you're probably looking at like a third and 2/3 maybe, would be a good way of looking at it. But 65,000 of those boxes, that's a lot. So then the jumbos, we wanted to estimate the jumbos, and that was a little different because the jumbos didn't have any exclusive parallel to them. What I did was I found a common parallel that was amongst the hobby, the Breaker Delight, and the jumbo, so I could do a little bit of deductive math, whatever, and figure out how many remaining parallels would then be in the jumbo boxes, so I could then calculate the number of jumbo boxes. So Radiating Rookies, 1 of 1, looked like they were only to hobby and the jumbo and the breaker boxes. So they didn't have any in retail, so didn't need to worry about that. One of ones, obviously numbered to 1. There was a 10-card checklist, so there's only 10 cards you're chasing after. The Radiating Rookie Superfractor and hobby boxes was 1 in every 393,000 packs, 1 in every 127,000 packs for jumbos, and 1 in every 60,000 packs for Breaker Delight. So if you look at the hobby and the Breaker Delight, the number of total parallels was about 7.4, yielding about 2.6 left over for the jumbos. 1 in every 127,000 packs, divided by 12 packs per box, you get about 28,000 boxes. So they printed the most hobby boxes, then the most Breaker Delight boxes, then the jumbo boxes, and I guess retail, you'd probably have to look at retail separately, but looks like about $10 million worth of sales at $379 a box. I don't know if that'll hold, but that's kind of the breakdown. So how much money does Topps Fanatics want from you, the consumer, as it relates to the Chrome update release? Well, if you add up hobby, retail, jumbo, Breaker Delight, if it's sold for the retail price and Topps Fanatics got all that revenue, they want $51 million from you, the consumer. $51 million. Think about that for a sec. Does the market support $51 million in sales from one release? There's only so much money in the hobby is what I'm finding out. And especially if you're not driving the same level of interest that you did in 2020, 2021, which anybody out there who's telling you that there is more interest than that, they're freaking lying to you. Sure, there's a lot of window shopping, but eBay views are way down. Buying into breaks is way down. It's just not the same as it was. And it never will go back to that. Very unlikely. So, $51 million. What do we want to do with that number? Well, I was curious because the hype around this product was all these lovely MLB debut patch card one-of-ones that were going to be so great. Jeff Wilson said they were going to be the most innovative thing ever in the last 20 years. They're a cool product, no doubt. 91 cards in the checklist, and you read through the checklist, and other than like Anthony Volpe, Grayson Rodriguez, maybe Matt McClain, I just saw a lot of players I don't think I care about. And I was curious, based on how hard these cards are to hit, how much money per rookie debut patch is in each format? Well, here we go. So if the sales dollars were the sales dollars, you guys can see that, and we had the format for blaster boxes, running the odds, it looks like there's about 5 of the total cards in blaster boxes. So you have to spend almost $1.7 million to get one MLB patch card, one-of-one out of retail. Skyby opened 7 boxes and he didn't hit anything. Well, I'm not surprised. When there's only 5 in the entire product, 5 out of 236,000 boxes, good luck with that. You're just not going to find those. Regular hobby boxes, on the other hand, 29 of the 91 cards appear to be in the hobby boxes for a mere $488,000 per card. It could be yours. Why not? You know, maybe there's somebody out there with a lot of money who wants to buy all the product, hoard it, sell that, but I don't think you're even going to sell a card like that for even close to that amount. Somebody sent me a link to an eBay sale already for one of those MLB patch cards, and it was like $2,000. Well, that's a little different than $488,000 and $1.7 million. I mean, I know it's a cool card and all, but I sure as hell don't think it's worth that much. Maybe Ellie De La Cruz or something like that if he turns into, I don't even want to say Mike Trout, because Mike Trout, by the end of his career, will probably be a 100 to 110 WAR player. He's not going to hold any all-time records, and he's going to be a very, 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 very good player who never won anything. He'll be Ken Griffey Jr. 2.0. Just my opinion. So, continuing on, the breaker boxes. Now, AIH made a video earlier today talking about how Jeff Wilson sort of tipped the hand, saying, yes, they stack the breaker boxes because they actually put the cards in there because the other ones were just redemptions. Well, it turns out That actually outnumbers the other formats in terms of the total number of patch cards you can hit. But based on the price of the box, even though you'd have, a decent chance of hitting it, 32 out of 65,000 boxes, you have sales dollars that would dictate that that is more expensive than acquiring it via the other routes. But nobody's going to buy into these things. Nobody's going to buy into these patch cards through anything other than a break because it just wouldn't be worth it. So 32 of the 91, about a third of the total, is in the breaker boxes, leaving the rest of them, and I verified the math, to be in jumbos, and it's 24 in jumbos for the cheapest cost, a very affordable $434,000 per MLB 1/1. So let me ask you guys, my listeners, my viewers, the question. What do you guys think about Topps Chrome update? In general, are you a fan of all these changes? Have you already had enough and you've kind of tuned it out? You've accepted it as the new normal? I'm very, very curious to hear your thoughts because to me, I'm staying away from this product, at least for the time being. I was telling Brett and some other people offline, for the right price, it's fun. But for this price, absolutely not. There is no way I can justify to a consumer, unless the secondary market sales were that strong, that you should spend your hard-earned money on any of this, as cool as it is. I just don't see the value. So let me know your thoughts. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.